in the NFL talk, NFL world is Jackson Dart, the quarterback from Ole Miss, could possibly jump Shedeur and be the next quarterback taken off the board because we all know Cam Ward is going to the Titans. We know that. He's the Titans. He locked in. But the fact that they're trying to put Jackson Dart over Shedeur Sanders, it's crazy to me, y'all. Let's just look at it. Let's just really look at it. Let's just grade because they're not gonna grade Shedeur's Jackson State years. They're gonna act like that's invisible. So now the NFL gonna grade it, but the talking heads will not. So I will address year 23 and year 24. And we'll address the whole thing. We're going to get off into the whole thing. So look here, y'all. You got Jackson Dart in 2023. He completed 233 passes out of 358. He had 3,364 yards passing with 23 TDs. Now, let's break that down. And his completion average was 65.1. We'll break that down for you so you can get it. When he did that, that is an Ole Miss team that has had their same head coach for a few years now. This ain't a team that didn't have a head coach and just got him. This a team that had Lane Kiffin at least 2 years prior to that, or maybe, yeah, I want to say about 2 years prior. More than that. So either way, that team is in the SEC. Lane Kiffin is building them up, building them. Everybody know who Lane Kiffin is. This ain't his first rodeo. He done been there, done that. So that was his stats. Now Shedeur, 2023, with a team that Coach Prime took that team, had to restructure the whole roster, and still he's in the Pac-12. He ain't even getting SEC players. He getting Pac-12 players, and not USC Pac-12 players, not Oregon Pac-12 players, but no, Colorado Pac-12 type of players. All right, so let's jump into Shedeur's stats. So he completed 298 passes, and he attempted 430. His passing yards was 3,230 with 27 TDs. His completion rate was 69.3. Now you see that? That's with him with a reconstructed team. They just getting to know each other. Some of them got there in January. The rest came in the summer. Jackson Dart was on a team that was already ready. And that was all he did. Now, I'm not knocking Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart may eventually shake some in the NFL, but do I think he gonna be that guy? Not right now, because I seen what he did throughout the season. In my mind, this season, I thought Jackson Dart was gonna take off like a rocket. Now he got the yards and stuff for this past season, but it wasn't what I expected him to do. I thought him and Ole Miss was gonna do something, but they ain't really do nothing like that. So let's just look at the 2024 year for Jackson Dart. 2024, you have Jackson Dart throwing for 4,279 yards. His completion rate was 69.3. And his the amount of passes he attempted was 398. The amount of passes he completed was 276 with 29 TDs. Now, this is with an Ole Miss team that came off a winning year in 23, was supposed to come back in 24 and be about that business. They were supposed to be about that business. If they didn't make it to the SEC championship game, they were supposed to make it to them playoffs. That's how good they was supposed to be. That's the Lane Kiffin team. Now, Colorado, they didn't have that perception. They didn't have no perception that they was going to take off like a rocket. No, nobody thought that. So let's look at what Shedeur did in 2024. So Shedeur had 4,134 yards passing. 37 TDs. He increased that from the previous year, 27 to 37. That's 10 extra TDs. Jaxson Dart only went up 6 extra TDs. All right. Shedeur's completion rate was 74.0. He completed 353 passes out of 477. So Shedeur, which wasn't coming off a 10-win SEC type of year with a coach that been there for a while, we was coming off of 4 wins. And now you have it. They pulled off 9 wins this past season. But Colorado had a chance to be in the playoffs just as well as Ole Miss, and you would have thought Ole Miss was supposed to beat the Dogs down. See, what I think happened is Shedeur in his bowl game versus BYU was all right. Jaxson Dart in his bowl game versus Duke was just on fire. He was balling. So I think that kind of tanked people. And just to see that you got Lane Kiffin as your offensive coordinator since you've been there, and you never threw for 30 TD passes, your completion rate never was what? Maybe over 70? Come on now. Now, I'm not knocking Jaxson Dart. Do I think he's going to be that guy somewhere down the line? I just don't know. If anybody was to draft him over Shedeur, that's on them. That's on you and your franchise. Y'all got to deal with that when y'all see Shedeur taking off like a rocket. Do I expect Shedeur to take off like a rocket? Yes, I do. I truly do. Ain't no way around it. So that's the talk of today is, will Jaxson Dart get picked before Shedeur? I don't know if it's for clickbait that they doing that on national TV or what, but Shedeur is a better quarterback. Shedeur is a ready quarterback. It is what it is. They're going to do what they do. Next Thursday, it's on. And then from there, it's going to be on every single day because they still going to be talking about Shedeur. Point blank period. Hey, that's my time, y'all. I just want to rock out with y'all. This is that NFL talk on life and football. Yeah. We going to have that NFL talk from here on out, y'all. Holla at y'all.